January 1st, 2024. On that particular day, I felt extremely lost. I was going through this transition period in my life where I was starting this YouTube channel, and since the day only has 24 hours, I had to give up on certain things that I had been pursuing for months. And as a result, these thoughts just kept entering my mind. Is it actually gonna work out? Should I just stick with what I'm already doing? What if it goes wrong and I just end up wasting a bunch of my time? They wouldn't leave my mind at peace. I was completely consumed by these thoughts. You know that feeling when your mind automatically finds the worst case scenario in any situation? That's how I felt. And it wasn't normal for me. I was always as positive as possible. Always in control of my life, in control of my thoughts. Or at least that's what it looked like. That day, I had the idea of recording myself, just saying what was on my mind and what was causing me so much chaos inside. And the reason I recorded myself when I was feeling low, it wasn't to get likes or views for crying on camera. I've never even posted that video. The reason I did that was so that future me could see the struggles that I've gone through. It's easy to record the best moments of your life, when you are at the happiest you've ever been. It's why we associate the past with the good old days. But more often than not, the past wasn't all sunshine and flowers. You probably had certain struggles. It's just that your brain chooses not to remember them. So I did. I recorded a video explaining the struggles that I was going through. And then I just went on with my life, never looked back, never thought about that video again. And a couple days ago, I was going through some old photos and videos on my gallery, and I came across that exact same video. I obviously watched it, and I experienced mixed feelings. On one side, I was super happy because the problems that were tormenting me back then are now very much buried in the past. But on the other side, I was actually surprised, seeing that video 6 months later. It made me realize that whatever negativity is consuming your thoughts right now, it probably won't matter in 6 months' time. And to me, this realization is reassuring. It takes the pressure off when I'm making decisions. It reminds me that the weight of my worries is often inflated in the moment. What seemed like insurmountable obstacles at the time are now just memories, almost laughable in their insignificance. I used to obsess over every minor detail, every potential pitfall, ruminating over what could go wrong. But here I am, 6 months later, and so far so good. None of those fears materialized in the catastrophic way that I imagined. In fact, many of the things that I worry about and that you worry about will probably never happen. There's this quote that I love and I live by. 99% of the harm is caused in your head, by you and your thoughts, and 1% of the harm is actually caused by reality. What actually happens and the outcomes of those actions. Right now, out of all the worries you have, are they something that's actually happened? Or is it just your head playing tricks on you? Oh, what if that person misunderstood me? Or what is that person's opinion of me? When I actually reflect and take out all of the worries that are just fictions in my head, I'm left with pretty much nothing. I'm left with that 1% of problems that are actually real. And that's when you realize, damn, I actually have a pretty good life. But most of the time, we are so caught up in this imaginary mess that we completely forget to enjoy what's most important. The imaginary problems are just that. Imaginary. The idea of starting a YouTube channel was daunting at the beginning, yet it has become one of the most rewarding journeys I've undertaken. Now, when faced with decisions or when negative thoughts begin to creep in, I remind myself that in 6 months' time, today's worries will seem trivial. And yes, this mindset doesn't eliminate the challenges or the anxiety, but it does help to diminish their power over you. It gives you the courage to move forward, to take risks, and to trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. Here's the thing, no one is getting out of this game alive. Literally, in 3 generations, no one will even remember your name. So if that doesn't give you the liberation to just drop your problems and find some joy, then I don't know what will. To anyone out there feeling overwhelmed by their current struggles, remember that what you are experiencing now, it won't hold the same weight in the future. Life moves on, and so will you. The negativity that feels so all-consuming today will likely be a faint memory tomorrow. Keep pushing forward. Keep believing in yourself. Alright, catch you in the next one.